Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to continue on with some Dawntrail. Last time we made our way into Solution 9 into this futuristic city, and we got the grand tour from Queen Sphene herself. We saw that she actually seemed to be a pretty good and well-respected, well-liked queen ruler, and that she actually went around and talked with her people and stuff. But it was very clear that she was withholding some information. And she almost tried to ask us for help, but then one of Zeralja's Mr. First Promise's soldiers was walking in the background, and of course had to spoil the party. Now, of course, what's gonna happen is we're gonna end up learning about what she's been holding back, and be like, oh yeah, we can help you with that, and she'd be like, wait, what? And then that's how this is gonna go down. Now I believe we were going to meet back up with everyone and head up to the upper area. What was this place called? The Recreation Zone. And then we were going to meet up with Kakiwa and the Rebel Army or whatever. So let's head on over to Wuklamont. She's standing over here waiting for us. And continue on. She gets to enjoy the elevators again. Because of course she's going to feel sick on them. Alright, Wuklamont. What have we got for us today? Scales of Blue. Okay, so I know who this character is and his relationship with certain individuals just by accident because I'm on the internet. But we'll get to it. Scales of Blue. Having seen the district to her satisfaction, Wuklamont is ready to head to the meeting point. So we're supposed to go to a place called True View in the eastern sector. This conveyor ought to take us there. You know, once you get used to it, they're actually kind of fun. Come on, Brilliant. Okay, well, come on, if you say so. Man, this place looks wild. I forgot it's been like 2 weeks since we last did this, and it's like, man, it sure is a contrast to what we saw in Tyrol and stuff. Although, in a way, looking at this now, it's kind of giving me Amarant vibes, which isn't good, to say the least. This is the right place, you think? I don't see the others, though. Well, rather than sitting and waiting, we might as well explore a bit more. We get to go see the Arcadion. We met one of the warriors of the Arcadion, or rather, it's been closed because of Zeralja. Oh, a little blue boy. I think we saw him earlier, just very briefly. Huh? Brilliant. Look over there. A mumble-jawed child. What are they doing here? He really is a child. I mean, there aren't very many Mumblejaw in this northern region, so I guess whose child that is, if it wasn't obvious that I'd know whose child it is. I just don't know who the mother is, and I'm really hoping it's not, her. You noticed it too, right? Yeah, there we go. She just flat out says it. I probably should just read the dialogue. You noticed too, right? The resemblance to Zeralja. I think 99% of the player base would have not noticed that. The blue scales of a Bunewa with the features of a Hobiko. Oh, right. Duh, because he's got both of the scales. That's why I remember when we were doing, we were watching the cutscene where Mr. First Promise decided that he was going to open up the City of Gold, and I was confused, wait, is this him? Wait, and I didn't realize, he very clearly had blue scales, but in my brain I thought he had, the, brown scales. So, it didn't occur to me that he would have both because Papa. This can't be a coincidence. Actually, I just realized the kid looks like one of the brown scale ones, but then has blue scales. Like she just said. At any rate, it wouldn't do to leave such a small child on their own. Come on, let's go after them. Okay, Wilklemont. Oh, let's go chase after 2 small children. Yes, I'm including Wilklemont in this. There's Mr. Destination. Let's go wait at it. I don't think this is gonna be the final one, though. I think they ran this way. This looks like some sort of like cyberpunk future kind of deal. So this is True View. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it does seem lively. That building's just about the only one that isn't lit up. No, not open for business at the moment, I guess. Oh, and he just comes right up to us. Ah! Probably an accident. I didn't see you there. Listen, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. It's a bit odd, don't you think? They run off when we approach, only to suddenly appear. Could it be they want to take us somewhere? Also, what is this music? Is that the way of it? You want us to follow you? So it is. Alright then, lead the way. This is gonna be a trap. Let's see where they take us. ... exclamation point. Once you choose to depart, Wilklemont will accompany you. The Blue Scaled Topeka child will then begin to moving towards the destination. Okay. Make your way to destination without falling behind. If you leave Wilklemont behind for some reason to the side of the Blue Topeka child, you may try again by returning to the starting point. Okay. That's good to me. Let's go. He's zooming. Not fast enough, though. Then again, his little legs probably can't carry it much faster. And also, I have jog, and this wasn't designed before jog happened. Wonder where he's going to take us. Hopefully it's not a trap. Probably not. Also, it's kind of annoying that I got run past the mini aetherites. Oh no, there's one over here. Good. The recreation zone. I don't think I want to... okay, going in here. This isn't the kind of recreation I was looking for. Her name is Melancholy? I thought they were named after stones or something, right? Is this where you wanted to bring us? This doesn't seem like a place for a child to be. It's probably the entrance to the rebel base or something. What is this place? If you're meant to relax here, it isn't working for me. Hey, what's your name? So you're not inclined to talk. He'll only talk if he's completely comfortable with you. Greetings, madam. You know him? After a fashion, but never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Adorable as you are, it's on the house. I can recommend our special, Her Majesty. I'll prepare one without liquor for the boy, too. Thanks, but no thanks. We're supposed to meet our friend named Kakiwa. But we ran into the child on the way, and he led us here. Oh, so you're with Kakiwa. Uh-oh. So are they our friends or not? In that case, go and have a chat with Big Tassos over there. He'll show you a fun place. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. I'd rather whatever fun place you're going. I mean, what? What about him? I don't think he's in the mood to talk, so he can tend the bar with me. This has taken a turn for the strange, but you don't think we were walking into a trap, do you? Well, if Wokelmont's saying this, it's definitely a trap. Well, it's not like I couldn't just fight my way out of it anyway. Damned if it doesn't have suspicion written all over it. Also, why couldn't we find everyone? Like, this really smells like a trap to me. If you feel like a drink after all, just let me know. Well, are you gonna give it to me, or... ... No exclamation point this time? Okay. Hello, Tassos. I prefer the, I prefer, Melancholy over there, but, you know. I guess we can get along. You seem eager to go. But what about your friend there? What is this fun place meant to be? Is Kikiwa there? Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out. Well, if Wokelmont is saying it might be a trap, then this must really be a trap. Okay, so that was new body armor. Let's see, I have 669 here, and actually I needed to upgrade. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this on warrior. And I need to remember to save this for, oh, right. I forgot. I never got to level 98. Okay, well, that'll be nice for later. I'll need to do something. I need to make sure to do that before we get to the dungeon and trial that are coming up. So hopefully I'll actually remember to do that. Come on, let's talk to this Tassos fellow. Gives you teeth. Well, that doesn't sound nice, although there is Kakiwa, so I guess this maybe isn't a trap. Tassos stands stoically before the door. I know all about stoic, you know, with all my stoic nods. This area is normally off limits, but Kakiwa's told us about you. Okay, so this is actually the rebel base. Just follow the corridor and head into the room at the end. Let's go, Brilliant. Whatever happens, you won't catch me being surprised. Well, she's definitely gonna be surprised now.
Wonderful! They're here!
We've only just arrived ourselves.
Amazing.
You really got a big operation going here.
I bid you welcome to the back room.
The back rooms.
Oblivion's humble headquarters.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
With rising stones.
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electro. They use their their skills to provide support to our field operatives.
Field operatives, okay.
Geralt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Do I have to?
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
Gathering intelligence is another vital aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it. We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation.
What's preservation again?
The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology.
Okay, they sound very
From the
suspicious.
soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is. But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Tural. Interdimensional fusion.
That sounds very dangerous.
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Yeah, if anyone knew, it would be him.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of preservation at one point. That they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
While not entirely unexpected, given what
Oh.
we've seen,
Mother and
it's
father.
still quite the revelation.
It's Carl's parents.
By the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage
Wait, what?
device. Oh, you didn't know?
Of course not!
Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
Nope.
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
Oh, let's open it up, see what it has. And she does the whole backstory of her grandfather.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Do you know aught of them?
Listen, Cryo.
Yeah, there we go.
Husband and wife who founded our order. It's believed that they were Malala. Though we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued. If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
My parents. The founders of Oblivion.
That's interesting.
Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say her and Graha probably want to go through all of it.
I should also like to
Yep.
peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
Thank you.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
Yeah, let's see what it has.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Yeah, she wants to fight something.
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoralja to make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
Yeah, I'm still.
I've buggered it up again!
Need a little more British.
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
Well, because we're gonna have to help him now.
Oi! You two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
I just remembered I have matters to discuss with Shale.
Right, Aaronville. My character's not thrilled about this. Aaronville going and ditching me like that. How cruel. Let's go and talk to everyone. Better you than me, Aaronville. How could you ditch me like this? Seldom does one see Kryl so openly impassioned. As her comrade, I will do my best to support her. You better support her. Shale has already extracted the data on the earring. At long last, a clue. My apologies, but I will remain here to review the information. Understandable. Better give me the summary later, though. I feel for you. While Gennolt is... Oh no, I just noticed his name. We saw Rowena last time. Now we got Grendel. Or whatever his Eorzean name is. It's all, and this is where we're gonna get the artifact armor. That's right, I think I saw that on the quest list. By the by, you didn't know him before, did you? Don't see how you could, but for a moment there, you were looking at him like you'd seen a ghost. That's why my character looked the way she did. A little. Try to keep closer to the rest of us so you don't get surrounded. What? When I go on the attack, do you think I'm pushing forward? Okay, that I should have read that first. This place was originally designed by a preservation engineer. That's why it's wall-to-wall with contraptions. Bunch of nerds. Anyway, you gonna give me my artifact armor? I guess I am almost level 99, so that makes sense. Sorry you had to see me passion spilling over. Happens when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know? And not to be weird or nothing, but I felt a strange sense of kinship when I saw you. Oh no. As if we met in another life. Maybe we have. Maybe we have. Also, they got that 3D printer over there. That's pretty cool. Any road, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand, unfortunately. I haven't slept for 2 nights now. Maybe you should get some sleep. Not a single week. And I'm ripe to collapse. Can't afford to, though. Got folks relying on me, see? But if I'm to keep at it, I need you to fetch me my favorite energy tonic. Oh no, okay, we just gotta give him his booze. Of course, this called gives you teeth. Apparently, this is what it's referring to. That voucher's good for 2 cans. One for yourself, by way of welcome. Thanks. Can't get this stuff at any old vending machine, though. You need to talk to a bloke named Philemon. That sounds very suspicious. You find him tending a bar on the main strip. Off you go now. Thanks. Anyway, let's head back out to Solution 9 and get him his boots. Yeah, I believe he's gonna have the artifact armor. Armor? Yeah, armor and weapons. Because in Endwalker, it was Tataru's boutique that we got the stuff at. And I believe it shows up here on the quest list somewhere. What? I thought it showed up here. Oh no, that's not till later. Okay. It's not till a bit later, but he's gonna be the one that, he's gonna be the, oh, okay, it's over here. Yeah, he's probably where we're gonna get them. But yeah, it's not for like 6 more quests, so we're not getting at this time. Anyway, let's head on over to the objective. Now, where is it? Looks like it's... Okay, he's right there. Oh, the other side. Hello there, you got some booze? Welcome. What are you having? Energy tonic you can't get from a vending machine? How dare you suggest I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you, and don't come back. Got a voucher. Slip it to me then. Nice and subtle. Here's the vouchers. Ah, so you're collecting for Genold. A can for him, a can for you, eh? Here you go. Yours is formulated for beginners. Gentler than a full-strength stuff. Thanks. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't run afoul of the authorities. But if... Oh, okay. Her name is Ronita, that's Rondina. Of course. Rondina Consortium was made aware of my special selection. It'd be bad for business. Now, seeing as it's your first time, I want you to drink your tonic here, just in case there's side effects. I think I'll just give it to the to Gendolt. Bottoms up now. Need to make sure it doesn't have any effect on you in unintended ways. Thanks for being concerned, I guess. You drink the tonic in a single pull. Well, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Heh, now that's how you do it. Your pulse ought to quicken soon, after which you'll start to see everything more clearly, and then, finally, you'll feel a roaring surge of energy. This sounds very illegal. People say it's like growing a pair of rainbow wings. I guess they had to add the rainbow in order to make sure that they don't get hit by the trademark police. Well, hurry. Well, you haven't upped and carked it. Wait, that was a possibility? So hurry along and give Genel his tonic. He tends to leave it to the last moment, and I expect he's about to keel over. Oh no. Wait, what? What? This is the weirdest Red Bull commercial I've ever seen. Alright, let's head back into the bar. Okay, Genel, this is the good stuff. Head into the back room? Yeah, the back rooms. I'd rather not enter. They go there though. Alright, Genolt. Here's your stuff. You got the tonic? Give it here, quick. Yeah, here it is. Also, maybe you should try sleeping. That'd probably be a much healthier idea. Ah, that's the stuff. Ain't nothing like it to blow the cobwebs right out with a great big kaboom. Awakens something feral in me. It does. Transforms me into a remorseless beast. What? Won't stop till it's done. What it was born to do. Right. Any road, sorry for sending you off on an errand like that. I just can't concentrate without me tonic, you know? And the pile of work only ever gets bigger. Speaking of which, I better get back to it. Those weapons and tools ain't gonna enhance themselves. Okay. Also, looks like you three decided to move across the room. moment goes by without Geralt moaning and grunting. I presume it's how he expresses his passion for his work. How lovely. It's just me, or are there rainbows in your eyes? Don't worry about it. What do you think of the crew here? An interesting bunch, right? I personally recruited Geralt and Shale, by the way. Ikea, you have very interesting, judgment of character.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Oh yeah, we know he is.
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
Yeah, but who's the mother?
So you think so too? But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the Drift Downs a few years ago.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I guess he would be number one father.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
That's kind of expected of his character, to be honest.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put two and two together.
He's so young to figure that out.
This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
I just thinking of her little bun.
What's his name?
Galulja.
Of course.
It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
It's a fine name.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual.
Just a little.
At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared.
Huh?
We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll.
That's interesting.
On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days.
He's trying to do something, but he can't. He's too
He would return
young.
to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
So he's gonna ask us for help, okay.
If Galulja is Zoralja's child, that makes him my nephew.
I mean,
Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
yeah, it's fine. Oh, there he goes.
Who was that?
Oh dear. It's Galulja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
This is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamachi. I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search.
Using our brain? That's not what Hukumat does.
Kafkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
What if we can, like, slip through dimensions
If
or
those who
something?
can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Well, time to look for a lost child, and this time it isn't Wooklamon. Actually, he's not really lost. We just lost him. I'm ready to talk to Alizé and the Wooklamon. Regardless of the circumstances, Zralja is Gululja's father. The boy is bound to be confused. Little footfalls. It is all Wooklamon can do to not rush off after Gululja. If Gululja is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. Why? He's gonna be fine. Even if he's used to getting around on his own, the wilds are still no place for a child. Literally, the monsters don't attack him. There's no problem. Agreed. While Kryl and Raha continue reviewing the data, the three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there. Alright, let's head on out. Should probably talk to Graha and Kryl, but whatever. Let's go ahead and take this mini aetheryte that I made sure to pick up. Go ahead and hopefully take that over to the entrance. And then we'll be able to head on out. Yep, there it is. Head on out to Heritage Found. Should be to the south, right? Yes. If he's, like, not going to be attacked by the monsters, then, like, is he really in any danger? Heritage Found is a large area. Splitting up would allow us to cover more ground. Well, here we are outside, but where do we even begin? Well, I'll say go to the left, I'll go down the middle, and you go to the right. Perhaps someone has caught sight of Gululja. Let's make inquiries at nearby. Good idea. Could you handle the outskirts, Alizé? In the meantime, Brilliant and I will head beyond that big wall. Oh good, now we'll be able to go to the top of the wall. Because there's an aether current like right up here that I just kept on seeing and I couldn't get it. But yeah, it looks like we're actually gonna finally cross over. And then, is there an aether current? Southwest, okay, yeah, that's the one that I keep on seeing. Let's head on over this bridge. I say it literally is just a bridge. For a second I thought it was gonna be like one of those things that shot us across the chasms inside Solution 9. But it looks like it's actually just a regular bridge. Alright, Wooklamon. Where have you gone, little one? Let's survey the area. Gululja doesn't appear to be in the area. However, you catch sight of a group of people a short distance to the southwest. Oh, let's head on over there. You spotted those people too, yes? Perhaps they've seen something. Come on. Yeah, they mean probably down here. And let's check for aether currents again. Southwest, yeah, still the same one. We'll get that when we get there. Actually, wait, this is southwest. Does that mean it's gonna be like on top of this rock over here? Oh, just south. It's right there. Okay, I'll make sure to grab that before we get going. Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Well, let's ask after Gululja. Gululja isn't here. You know the boy. Have you seen him? Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were... No offense taken. My name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Gululja. So he didn't come this way. Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Glulja, and why do you search for him? I'm family, though we're not related by blood. His father is my brother. I've only just met Glulja, and we haven't had the chance to talk properly. But I'm about to do something that will make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother? And that means you're... Yes, I'm Wuklamat, Vow of Tuliolol. And I've journeyed here to bring my brother Zeralja to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Glulja may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I'll always consider him family. I'll always be there for him, and I want him to know that. It tears you apart to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Glulja was headed south. Then, there he has a place that is close to a home as he knows. Find and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sphene respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm. I mean, she's kind of just came in and displaced all you people, so like, maybe she should do something? I will. Don't worry. But, what do you mean when you say Sphene respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty had urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept our decision, she granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. Again, she seems like a pretty good ruler, but she probably had to make some really hard decisions in the past that resulted in a lot of people dying. Heh, that sounds like Sphene, all right. Well, thanks for telling us about Glulja. I'll find him, and then we'll have a good talk. Assuming he'll be willing to talk. We continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way. Okay, let's actually remember to get that Aether Curd that's up top here. And ignore this Mr. Horny individual. And all the defective turrets. Oh, come on. You know, Griffin, you could just fly up there. Alright, another Aether Current down. Now, where's the next one? Southeast, okay. So, yeah, that's the one that's on the top of the wall over here that we kept on seeing. But first, we gotta find Glulja and try and talk to him. I don't know if he'll be willing to talk to us, though. Let's see if we can find his home. I forget how far I wanted to get through this today, but so far we've been making good progress. Let's see, what is this? Is that the core? Alright, look at what are you looking at? This thing? It's a town! Yeah, there's a lot of those around here. And half of it is submerged. The architecture looks nothing like what we've seen so far. It's more Charlian. Ah, there he is, among the ruins. I only caught a glimpse, but it's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It'd be a disaster if a building collapsed while he's inside. I doubt that would happen, but now that you've said it, it wouldn't surprise me if it did. Alright, so we're definitely gonna do one more after that, because we still gotta actually find him. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this next quest. Drowned Vestiges. Uklamad is eager to follow Gululja into the ruined town. I only saw him for a brief moment before he disappeared behind a building, but I'm pretty sure Gululja was heading further south. I'll contact Alize on Link Pearl and let her know to join us. Yeah, she's gonna be happy to come and fight. Assuming that we're gonna be fighting. And, oh cool, there's an Aether right over there. That's probably where we're gonna be headed. And it's also probably where the Aether Current is. East, yeah, that's where we're headed. So I'll probably make sure to grab that on the way over here. I should be able to get it, I would imagine. Make sure I don't, like, jump into a pit by accident. But this is, like, almost 300 yalms already. And, okay, northeast, okay. So, that would be this way? What? Oh, no, east is this way. Northeast, okay, let's go ahead and grab this first. And then we'll head on over to the Aetherite that we inevitably have to go to. That looks dangerous. And there's the Aether Current. Let's try and avoid all of these, what are the elephants called? Pachyderms, that's right. Very interesting looking pachyderms. It's like they're on sight. So just gotta avoid their line of sight to get this. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one that we kept on seeing on the other side. Oh, please don't attack me, sir. There we go. Oh, he's still on his way over here. And there we go. Any more Aether Currents to get? Southwest. Okay, that's like a pretty good in that direction, so we'll just look at that later. Let's go ahead and meet up with Uklamad and Alize. I assume Alize is going to be there. She said, Uklamad said that she was going to contact her. Oops, I'm still zoomed in. I hate when I do that. Doing pretty good, too. This guy looks friendly. Ah, new one southwest. That's gonna be in that direction. Alright, was that the same as before? Yes, it was. Okay, never mind. That's the same Aether Current. But, apparently I need to be heading in that direction, so let's head over there. Oh, okay. I was supposed to head down this direction, not this direction. Sir. Let's see, southwest. We might actually be getting pretty close to the Aether Current. Hopefully we don't have to go too far off the beaten path to get it. Anyway, we're gonna call Alize Uklamad. This is the area, but the canals and debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. If you could head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Gululja, let's watch from a distance until he gets into his destination. Wouldn't want to startle him and cause an accident. Okay, let's head over to the sparkly destination there. See if we can spot Gululja. Oh, there he goes. You've located Gululja. Follow him quietly without being noticed. Of course, another trailing mission. Tailing mission, not trailing. Although that would also make sense. Follow Gululja for safe distance. Objective fail. Noticed. Yeah. Fall behind. Yeah. The usual tailing, not trailing. Check for Aether Current while I'm waiting. South. Okay, that's where we were headed. Hello, little boy. I have some. Oh. Would you like some candy? Maybe a parent that actually cares about you? Yeah, 122 Southwest is going to be slightly over there. So obviously we're not heading that direction yet, but I'll try and get that before we leave this area, assuming it doesn't just teleport us away like it's done before. Oh, they actually said something, even if it was just a hmm? ... No exclamation point this time. What's this one called? Electrope Strike. Is that where he's going to be headed, or is it like somewhere in this area? Watch him turn around like right now. That'd be really mean. Okay, I should be good to run all the way over here. And then he'll probably turn around now that I've got to a very obvious hiding spot. There he goes. Okay, we actually are heading over to where the Aether Current should be. I guess it's to be a little farther over there. West, okay. It's like directly straight here. Oh, 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 oh. I almost got caught there. Yeah, again, I'll make sure to get that. I hope. Probably. Oh, there's his home. Home. Big quotes around it. Not really much of a structure left.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
What's here, I wonder?
Yep.
So he's looking after those little ones.
Gulolja.
Not another step!
What?
A sentry?
Run, Gulolja, run!
I don't think that's how this is.
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
And who is this? Who's this gonna be?
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Gulolja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy. Do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
Who is this?
But... I want to get to know her too.
I see. If that is your desire,
then I shall stand aside.
The voice actor for the robot's funny.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
Articulate. That's a way of putting it.
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Well, maybe he can tell us about what happened. Fiend sure doesn't want to.
Otis is my friend.
Oh, it's Otis. Okay, I saw his name
I
somewhere.
was hungry and sad. He came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
Okay, that's how he's able to survive. Okay.
This machine cooks for you.
Machine? How insulting. Is Kikiwo a machine?
Teaches you about
Oh, that's a bit different.
fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
Knights of Alexandria.
You're
Interesting.
Captain of the Knights?
You've been functioning for nearly 400 years. You seem different from the other machines. What's your story? That's a better question.
And there I thought it was Gululja with whom you wish to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
I don't think he's gonna be able to get there.
Please, I'm really hungry.
Well, I can't turn that down.
All right, all right. A repast it is.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
Really funny if he's either a good cook or a terrible cook. Either case they could play that into a joke. Alright, let's go and talk to everyone. He spoke to us. Gulja actually spoke to us. If Otis has been around for as long as he claims, perhaps he knows things that not even Oblivion is aware of, or that Fiend is refusing to tell us. Otis cooks the best food. Right, Otis? So, my new friends, I would enlist your aid in producing the ingredients for our repast, of course. I thought this quest was gonna end right here, but it's like, okay, of course, we gotta go and get the ingredients. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients did you have in mind? First of all, some yam and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest. If you and Gululja could go and speak to them. Sure, I'll go for the cast-offs too, as usual. As for Beryllion and Alizé, I would be obliged if you could procure some woolback meat. The creatures are found grazing on the slopes outside town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes for a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as it is more tender and less gamey. Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to the other preparations. I'm gonna try and have as much fun as possible with Otis's voice. Ha ha ha! This is nothing so fine as a meal with friends old and new. Ain't that right? Also, very tasty. Not gonna turn down a free meal. Let's see. West is this direction. I'm gonna make sure to go and get the Aether Current first, like I kept saying I was going to. Let's see. Can I go around here? Maybe. So I want to have to like come back here and be like, oh, I forgot to get this one while I was here. And there it is. Let's see. Can I hop up here somehow? Can I Skyrim horse my way to victory? Doesn't look like it. How about here? Almost. Come on. I can Skyrim Griffin my way to victory, right? Yes, I can. Let's grab this Aether Current. Can't really eat this, though. All right, let's go get that meat. Or meat substitute. Close enough. So I wonder with Ghouljaw, I wonder if Ghouljaw understands that his father's kind of a terrible person. I mean, I think he understands that, like, he cast him off, but usually in that kind of scenario, you see the child, like, believing it's their fault for whatever reason. It looks like the next one's south, so maybe we'll get that. It might be a little bit too far, though. Usually the child ends up feeling like it was their own fault and not the parent being absolutely terrible. So I'm interested to see if they actually write that in there, or if Ghouljaw actually understands that his father's just terrible. Oh, there's Alize over there. Go and talk to her first. Say, why don't we make... Of course, she wants to make it a contest. Whoever delivers the meat first is the winner. Well, good thing I'm going to automatically win because I'm the main character. And there's a woolback. Right, there's the purple circle of doom. Let's make sure to... the purple smoke of doom. As long as I make sure not to inhale it, much of it. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, what? How does this get activated? I need to see. I think it activates if you use... Oh, okay, never mind. I think I know how it works. Yeah, yeah, okay. Alright, let's head on back. Got us our woolback meat, and actually, isn't the Aether Current, like, right over here? Northeast. Okay, oh, east. It's that way. Never mind, I'm not gonna get that right now. Because that's gonna be close enough to here that it won't matter. See if Alize has something different now that we've already got the meat. You haven't finished yet, right? That would be too fast, even for you. Too bad, Alize. I win. Let's head on back. After this, I think I'll just go ahead and call it there, because we were able to find Ghouljaw and learn who he is. And then next time we'll actually be able to learn more about Ghouljaw, unless they might just do a big cutscene after this, so let's see. We'll see, because I do want to know more about Otis. I think he's going to be a little more interesting, although both of them will be interesting, because we'll get to learn a little bit more about this place. Right, Otis? What's this? Am I to understand that you already procured the meat? Well, yeah. I'm pretty good at this whole killing thing. Good heavens, you have! And such a choice cut it is besides. 'Tis plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Were it 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Ha 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 ha! Thanks, Otis. Alright, that's going to be all for today. Now, I should probably go grab that 8th raid, but I'm probably just going to be lazy and then teleport and walk from Solution 9 again. Which is probably going to annoy my future self, but deal with it. Anyway, that's going to be all for today. We made some good progress meeting Ghouljaw and meeting Otis and finding out Kryle's parents may have founded Oblivion. That sounds like some pretty interesting events that happened. We also met Grenald's. I forget what which one's name is the Sources Shard. But we met his version of this, who's going to end up giving us the artifact armor and stuff. And like we saw Rowena's version last time. Anyway, that's going to be all for today. I probably won't stream tomorrow, but we'll see. Until next time, goodbye.